There's 2, there's 4, there's 6, there's 8, shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue, they're the really useful crew, all with different roles to play. Around Tidmouth sheds or far away, down the hills and round the bends, Thomas and his friends.
One cold night at Tidmouth Sheds, the engines were trying to sleep, but due to the cold weather, they couldn't.
Oh, it's freezing out here.
Then why don't we close the doors?
The ice has froze the doors to the ground, Gordon.
Wait, where's Henry? I hope he's not taking the flying kipple in this weather.
Now, I think he said he's spending the night at the steamworks. I wish I was at the steamworks right now. It's warmer there, and I can't sleep in this cold weather.
Wait, what time is it?
It's 10:21.
Are you serious? How am I supposed to go to sleep in this cold?
What we need is a story to listen to that might help us sleep. Good. Does anyone have a story to share? I have one. It's the little engine that could. Please, not that story. It was way too sad. It's like the sad story of Henry, but sadder and darker. Well, see, how is Thomas's story similar to Henry's story? Because, James, they both have sad endings. Also, the story isn't about Thomas, so it's not his story. You know what I meant.
Guys, I feel like we're getting off track of what I was talking about. You didn't even let me finish my sentence.
Thomas, I have something to say.
Yes, James?
I didn't like your pun.
What?
It was not funny at all.
I was trying to make an expression of speech. No pun intended.
You didn't say no pun intended.
Okay, guys, anyways, I was trying to say just the little engine that could. Is this just the last story but with a happy ending? Yes, and this is what actually happens in the book.
Alright, as long as there's no sad endings, then it's fine.
Okay, I'll start.
A long time ago, on a railway far away from Sodor, there was like a little engine who was puffing along the tracks with a freight train. It had a bunch of good stuff in it. The freight train he was pulling had stuff like toys and food and drinks and stuff for kids on the other side of the mountain. A lot of like, stuff that they would like. The engine was puffing along and having a great day when all of a sudden it burst its safety valve. The toys came out of the train asking what was wrong. The engine said, "I think I burst my safety valve." The toys were sad. They called for help, and then another engine came to pick up the broken down engine to the sheds to get repaired. The toys were left. They were stranded on the line. They were wondering how they get to the other side of the mountain to the town. Soon, a big express engine came chuffing by into the yard and then stopped. "Please, can you get our train to the other side of the mountain? Our train broken down and now we won't be able to get to the other side of the mountain. I'm a big express engine. I don't have time for this stuff. I have to get ready to pull a train now. Why am I even out here? I should be at the station by now." So then the big engine puffed away. The toys were still there, stranded on the line, wondering how they get to the other side of the mountain. They waited and waited and waited for another engine to come. Soon a very old engine came by, and then he stopped. "Please help us get to the other side of the mountain, please. Our train broken down and we have nowhere to go and we're just stranded here. So please, can you please really help us? Please, please. I'm sorry, but I'm very old and I don't pull trains anymore. I need some rest. Goodbye. I'm sorry." Well, but at least it was much kinder than the other one. So they kept waiting and waiting for another train to come. Let's face it, guys. No one's gonna pull out a train. We're just stranded here. Soon, a blue tank engine came along. Hello, what's wrong? Hey, you, can you please help us with our train? It got broken down, and we have nowhere to go, and we need to get to the other side of the mountain, please. The blue tank engine said, yes, sure, I'll help you. So then the blue tank engine started to go around to the other side of the line to come up to behind the train. Toys were happy that they were able to finally get to the other side of the mountain. So the little engine got coupled up to the train and started heading off. The little engine was puffing down the line as fast as she could. She kept panting and puffing. The train was a bit too heavy, but she could handle it. Her words kept making her going. Her words were saying, I think I can, as the engine kept puffing along the tracks. The engine puffed through stations, up ridges, and finally came to the mountain they were supposed to go over. I think I can, puffed the little engine. The little engine puffed and chuffed up the mountain as hard as she could. And finally she was at the top.
I think I can. I knew I could. And the little engine came chuffing down the mountain. And when she reached the town, she gave all the children their toys, games, books, and food. They were very happy. And the little engine said to herself, I knew I could. The end.
Well, that was better than the one from last time.
I think I feel tired now. I'm gonna go to sleep, everyone. Good night. Hopefully it's not so cold tomorrow. Hopefully. Good night. And so the engines fell asleep, looking forward to a better day tomorrow.
They're two, they're four, they're six, they're eight, shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue, they're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play around Tidmouth sheds or far away. Down the hills and round the bends, Thomas and his friends.
Later that night, they woke up to someone whistling.
Yeah, who's making that noise?
That sounds like Oliver. Oliver came chuffing in and looking worried.
What's wrong, Oliver?
Guys, I saw something I feel like I should warn you about. It looked like a ghost train.
A ghost train?
Oliver, ghost trains aren't real. They are only real in spooky stories. This is reality. Well, this ghost train was real. And it kept saying how you guys are trying to forget the time it couldn't or something like that.
That sounds like the ghost of the little engine who couldn't, from Thomas's alternate story ending.
Yeah, Oliver, I made that up. So I don't know what you're talking about. Plus, The Little Engine That Could is just a book that's not even based off of any real-life events. Anyways. So my version of the story isn't real at all either.
No, Thomas, I saw the ghost of the little engine who couldn't with my own eyes. And I think she's still roaming around this island.
But that's a story for another day.